Okay, I'm just going to put a short video together. People ask me various different questions. So, why the travel? Why do we travel so much? Why do we travel with a motorbike? Why do we travel in Australia? Why do we travel on a trike, of all things, as well? So I just want to try and put this together the best way I can so people get a general idea of why we do what we do and why YouTube as well. So quite simple, we travel because that's what we was born to do. Jan and I both come from families that have been on the go, on the move. Jan was born into the British Army, born in Germany, lived in Africa, Germany, Scotland, England before moving to Australia. I myself came out here at 7 years old with my family. Every opportunity mum and dad could get, they'd take us kids off on holidays somewhere. So inevitably it was bred into us. So I met Jan back in our mid-teens. 4 months before we were due to get married, I thought, I'd like to do more. Yeah, I'm happy getting married, but I don't think I want to settle down just yet. So I said to Jan, look, this is my thoughts, this is what I'd like to do, what do you think? So, 4 months later, we got married. The week after that, we actually caught a sheep carrier from Perth to Singapore, then a charter airline from Singapore to the UK. We spent 3 years travelling and working there, true gypsy style, bought a caravan, lived in that, based ourselves in London or just outside of London. Did the 3 years there, travelled around in a combi, and we also did it by motorbike. And we always said, one day we'll travel Australia by motorbike. So hence we came back here, started a family. I then started my own business. We came back with only 25 American dollars to our name. Started my own business after working for someone for 10 years. Started that business up, worked that for 30 years, 50, 80, 100 hours a week with no problems whatsoever. Did that. Consequently, that comes with its issues, wore my body out. But anyway, I enjoyed my job, enjoyed it. When I retired, it was time to retire. 7 years ago, we bought a two-wheel motorbike. We bought the Suzuki Boulevard. I'd had multiple bikes. I've had motorbikes since I was 16. We jumped on the Boulevard, said, yep, this is us. We go around, we're going to go cruising Australia on this, set it all up. We're going to do all our travelling with that. Couple of years later, just under 5 years now, Jan came down with a terminal illness. She got terminal cancer, which then unfortunately metastasised and ended up in her brain. And treatment meant putting 30 kilos of weight on. And she was also lost a sense of balance and a lot of her movement. I needed 2 knees to be replaced, and trying to hold the two-wheel bike up just wasn't practical anymore. We said, we just can't do that anymore. So hence we bought the trike. Love it, I absolutely love it. We can both get on it, we can both do our travels as you've seen. If you watch any of my YouTube stuff, we do that, we get around on that. I wouldn't knock it, I wouldn't change it, and we'll keep travelling whilst we still got our breath and still can stand up. Okay, yep, unfortunately her cancer doesn't look like it's going to go away anytime soon. My knees needed to be replaced. I had in the last 2.5 years, I've had both my knees replaced, 2 metal knees. Whilst we retired, we was hit with the Cuddly Creek fires, then COVID, so it's really restricted our movements for some time. What we've recovering from surgery and Jan's surgery, we said, well, it's not going to beat us, we're going to get on top of it. So we started to do a bit of travel, then one thing led to another. I ended up with diabetes, which is not a big deal, but prostate cancer, which slowed me up a bit. I had a motorbike accident on the 2 wheels. That was probably the final straw with me. I always bounced. I've ridden mountain bikes, push bikes, dirt bikes, fallen off, got up, brushed the dirt off and laughed, get back on, and it's all in the name of fun. So yeah, but this time, unfortunately, heap of broken ribs, hole through my leg. Took about 4 months to recover, so I thought, nah, that's it, 2 wheels can go. Would still like to travel. We Whilst we can both breathe and stand up and move, we're going to do it. So I'm not going to sit back in our rocking chairs and ticking off the calendar saying, wow, another day to doomsday. No, we're all going to have that at some stage in our life, and when that day comes, then I'll sit back and say, you know what, I've done what I could. So yeah, hence the travel. The last travel we did up to Darwin, absolutely loved it, away for 5 weeks. You'll see that on my YouTube stuff, free on free across Oz. We loved it. That was done 6 weeks after I had prostate surgery. So yeah, so this is what it's all about. Why YouTube? So how many of you have taken photos before, said to your friends, oh, we went on holidays, this is what we're going to see, this is what we're going to do, this is what we've done. How many people turn and say, oh yeah, that'll be great, we'll catch up. It never happens. We came back from living and working in the UK for 3 years, so excited, we've just done this world travel, and people would say, oh, that's really good, yeah. Oh, did you watch the football on the weekend? Oh no, unfortunately we was travelling the world. But anyway, it's everyone's to their own thing. It's not for everybody. You know, same as football, means nothing to me. I can't sit down and watch a game of football, means nothing. Someone asked me about football, cricket, no, sorry, but I can show you my photos of our travels. Hence the YouTube. So at some stage, Jan and I will be nothing but a memory. Okay, in our mid-60s, it's probably going to happen sooner rather than later. So when that does happen, people can sit back and say, geez, I remember those old couple when I were on the motorbike. They're on YouTube somewhere. Let's look that up. Or use the YouTube for the reason I do. When I'm looking to plan a holiday, I want to go somewhere. I want to see what's there to see along the way. So when we planned Darwin, I Googled and I researched and I YouTubed, came up with everything. I said, no, that's what I want to see as I go along. So it's easy. That way I don't miss any more than I need to. I'll do the same for all our other travels, so that's there for other people. If people want to have a look at it, it's there. It's not up to me to say, hey, you should be checking out my photos or my YouTube stuff. If you want to travel and you want to go up to the places we have, go on there, have a look, see what we think, see what we say about it. So yeah, that's about all I'm going to say. I'm just going to waffle on crap otherwise, as I normally do, as most of you will probably say. So goodbye, and hopefully you can catch my YouTube stuff. Go to free on 3 across Oz. It's on there. Remember, click like and subscribe so I do know. If you've got something to say about it, send me a message. I'll be interested in what your views and opinions are. Okay, thank you. Bye.